A nice, creamy, stick to the spaghetti creamy sauce. Oh, look at that. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today, probably the cheapest pasta dish I've ever made, but tastes expensive. That's not one of those clickbait. It really is an easy, cheap pasta dish you can throw together. And we're going to cook it basic. And for the meat eaters, if you want to add a little bit of cooked bacon, add it. Okay, let's get on and do it. I've got half a white cabbage here, some garlic and an onion, spaghetti, olive oil, butter, the usual stuff that goes inside, parmesan, a spaghetti dish. Okay, I've got a pan of water on behind me. We're going to take that, we're going to take our spaghetti, we're going to throw it in there, a little bit of salt going in there, put it on behind me, and we're going to cook it to the packet instructions. Okay, garlic, mash and mince, big or small as you like, come on. That'll do for me. I don't mind seeing garlic in here. Job done. Onion. I'm just taking a little bit of damp tissue actually under there. Let's have that board stable. It's moving around. I'm going to cut my fingers off. Now we want thin sliced onion. Slice it any which way you like. You know, you can go this way, or you can go this way. Or you can get somebody else to do it, or you can slice it on a mandolin. Entirely up to you. And that's going back in there. So we want thin slices, okay? Cabbage. Eat the core, slice the core, do whatever you want with the core. We want thin sliced cabbage, okay? Bring in a pan. Okay, in that pan, a lump of butter. A little bit of olive oil, in there, onion. Now I'm not going to season it at this stage, we're going to season when we chuck the cabbage in here. Okay, we just want a little fry on the onions, take out some of that rawness, and I'm going to chuck the cabbage in. Keep an eye on your pasta. We're trying to cook it just a little bit under the packet instructions so it has a bit of firmness on there. And we will be retaining some of the pasta water. Okay, we might need it to use for the sauce. Cabbage. A little bit of salt. Now it's salt and pepper to taste. If you're using a very salty parmesan, you might not need so much salt. Okay, nice little stir in there, look. Can't beat buttered cabbage. Drain out your spaghetti into a bowl and keep the pasta water. Clear yourself a space in there with that garlic. A little bit of cooking on there, look, with some of that buttered oil. Bring it in. Getting a lovely little bit of caramelization on that cabbage. Try and get a bit of a tinge if you can. In there, chili flakes. Chili flakes are optional. However, if you use Korean chili flakes, they've got a nice flavour without being spicy. A bit like a smoky flavour actually. See if we can get a little bit of a tinge on that cabbage in there. Oh, now we're talking. Look at that. That's looking sensational. Okay, in there, cream. And we are going to add a little splash of pasta water, because we want to make this into a creamy sauce. A nice little stir in. We're going to change it up a little bit here. I'm going in there with some Dijon mustard. Completely optional, okay? If you don't want to add it, don't put it in. Right, we want to be going in there with some Parmesan. Now what we're going to do is stir this in. We want a creamy, silky sauce. Now if it goes too thick, you add a little bit more pasta water. We got this sauce going on in here, look. Now do you want it thicker, or is that okay? You can add the water at any time, so you can put the spaghetti in there, and if it thickens up too much, you add the water. So return the spaghetti. I was saying return, it's never been in, has it? It's been in that other pan. You know what I mean. Okay, it's going to be too dry, look. Can you see? We're going to have a really nice thick sauce, but it's going to be too dry. So we're going to splash a little bit more water in there. Now don't forget, it will always thicken because of the starches in the water from the pasta. In there with a little bit of parsley. We want a little bit of greenery in there, don't we? Stir it through and serve it up. And for those of you that like bacon bits, a nice creamy, stick to the spaghetti creamy sauce. Oh, look at that. Come on. Oh, you've got that buttered cabbage through there with a little bit of onion flavour. Oh, it's delicious. There's not much else you can say really. It's a budget meal. It's superb. And for those others that like a little bit of bacon, that little bit of bacon brings that little bit extra. That is superb. Very, very pleasantly, mildly flavoured with Parmesan. It's like an Alfredo with cabbage in. It's delicious. There you go. If you like cabbage, you like onions, you like spaghetti, you know, and if you're a meat eater, you chuck in some bacon or pancetta, you've got a fabulous meal on the table. If you like what we're doing, share with your friends, tell them how easy it is to make this. If you do like what we're doing, a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Enjoy a budget meal. Catch you in the next video.